The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com. The Radio Memories Network welcomes you to the earliest days of radio. All this is still ours today through the Radio Memories Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the radio audience.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Radio Journeys, your weekly journey into old-time radio as it sounded in the 1920s and 1930s. We've been cycling through the old serials of 1932, and tonight we're continuing. I've got two new serials for you, in fact. One of them, The Family Doctor, one of my favorites, and the other, Chandu the Magician. Now, in addition to these two serials, I'll also be continuing with two serials that we did before, The Misadventures of Si and Elmer and Anne of the Airlanes. First, let's talk a little bit about the two new serials that I'll be featuring tonight. The Family Doctor. It's a real feel-good serial from the 1930s. Reminds me a lot of The Waltons, that classic 1970s TV show that made everybody feel good on Sunday evenings. It was a syndicated serial, produced by Bruce Ills and Associates. Now, Bruce Ills was also well known for a number of other syndicated shows. About the same time that The Family Doctor was being produced, Bruce Ills was producing The Police Headquarters. A lot of the same actors who are in The Family Doctor also appear in Police Headquarters. Frontier Town in the 1950s, and at least one other very famous serial, very important one, the children's serial, The Cinnamon Bear, which was originally broadcast around Christmas time in 1937, and I understand it's still being broadcast today over many public radio stations around Christmas time. Now, The Family Doctor is very interesting for at least one other reason. You see, it was very common in early radio broadcasting for syndicating companies to try to imitate more popular network programming, and that was certainly the case with The Family Doctor. NBC had a program called The Country Doctor. This was also a 15-minute show. It ran 3 to 5 times a week at around 7:45 p.m. on the NBC network. And The Family Doctor is uncannily similar to that one. The Country Doctor was produced by Phillips H. Lord. Now, many of you who were listening to Radio Journeys in its earliest days last year will remember Seth Parker. This was an example of 1928 radio programming. It was an audition show produced by Phillips H. Lord, recorded by the Edison Studios and broadcast over WAAM, if it was broadcast at all. Seth Parker later went on to join NBC Radio. Well, Phillips H. Lord, who played Seth Parker in that show, sounded a lot like the actor who plays the Doctor in The Family Doctor. So an example of how syndicating companies tried to capitalize on network successes with their own counterparts to the shows. Now, I'll be doing a lot more research on The Family Doctor in the weeks to come. If you know anything about The Family Doctor or about Bruce Ills Productions, please let me know. I'd love to include your comments here on the show. Now, the other serial that we'll be featuring tonight, or beginning tonight, is Chandu the Magician. Chandu bears a lot of credit. It was a pioneering show, probably the first regularly scheduled adventure serial with a supernatural theme, about an adventurer who had some supernatural or magical powers. It began broadcasting in February of 1932. It was originally carried over KHJ in Los Angeles, where it was also produced. The original early 1930s production was produced by Earnshaw Syndication, but it quickly joined with the Don Lee Network, a West Coast regional network that originated at KHJ, and that eventually also sent it out to the Mutual Network, and then across the country. Very popular show in the early 1930s. In 1935, Chandu the Magician moved from Los Angeles production at KHJ out to WGN in Chicago, where it continued until 1936. Its 1930s run ceased in 1936, but it was revived in 1948, once again over KHJ and the Mutual Don Lee Network. Now, the most famous sponsor of Chandu the Magician through most of these years was White King Soap. On the West Coast, in the 1930s, White King Soap was the primary sponsor. On the East Coast, it was Beech Nut Gum. And in the 1940s, White King Soap was the sole sponsor. Now, this program that we're hearing tonight is the earliest known surviving program of Chandu the Magician. It was broadcast originally on Thursday, March 17, 1932. Now, it's only program number 9 in the series, which means that it hadn't had a very long run. Remember, it started in February of 1932. I found a newspaper listing for this episode. It played on WJR in Detroit at 6:45 p.m. on that night, Thursday, March 17, 1932, and was followed immediately by Amos and Andy at 7 p.m. Now, with all that in mind, let's go ahead and begin tonight's show. We'll start, as usual, with the misadventures of Si and Elmer, episode 21, and then Anna the Airlanes, episode number 16. That's followed halfway through the show with The Family Doctor, first episode, and finally we close out tonight with the earliest known surviving episode of Chandu the Magician from March 17, 1932. I'll see you in about 56 minutes. Enjoy.
And this is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
The Misadventures of Si and Elmer. Mystery without a clue. And in this case, the clues are somewhere in the air over Pumpkin County. Si and Elmer took some flashlight pictures with Si's moving picture camera, and they think the evidence on that film will solve the mystery of the midnight death train and the men who were violently removed from the section car sighting. We now look into the office of Hank Hawkins, sheriff of Pumpkinville, and see Si and Elmer in conference with the sheriff as they await the return of their films from Kansas City by airplane.
Say, Sheriff, that airplane ought to be getting here pretty soon, hadn't it, huh?
Reckon so, Elmer. That flying fella said he could go to Kansas City in less than 3 hours.
Most any time now, boys. He would have been at that film place before they opened, and by offering them special money for a rush job, he ought to be back here by noon.
Yeah, but it's afternoon right now, Sheriff.
Yeah, most any minute now we ought to hear that airplane coming in.
It sure was pretty to see it go flying off this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite a sight, all right, boys. But the chances is we won't hear it come in. Don't forget now, that landing field's way over on the other side of town, you know.
I hope we can get some sense out of them pictures.
Well, I reckon we can see one good one for each time that flashlight thing went off anyhow.
I told that airplane fella to have him make regular pictures out of every one of them little tiny places on the film.
Yeah, that ought to do the trick all right, Si. And we ought to get 4 good pictures out of it. And if the last 2 had Pat in them, like Elmer thinks they had, then they'll also show what was happening to Pat.
And that'll be a great trick, won't it, Sheriff?
Say, that'll be the slickest bit of detective seen around these parts for some time. Yes, sir. The only trouble is that if the darn camera works, Si'll be so stuck up you can't hit him with a 6-foot sapling.
No, Elmer, that ain't so.
Well, boys, if the idea's any good, they'll be crediting it for all of us. Now, while we're waiting for them pictures, we ought to be giving some thought to this crime. For crime it certainly is.
Just what kind of a crime is it, Sheriff?
Yes, we ain't proved that nobody has done nothing to nobody else yet.
All we know is that something is wrong.
We know there's something plenty wrong.
Yeah.
And no need to worry about what kind of a crime it is. Say, there'll be so many charges against the guilty party, he'll serve from now on. But who he is and why he's doing this is something else again.
Well, now, Sheriff, it says in our book on detecting...
Oh, hush up, Si. Don't you know better than to talk to a bona fide sheriff about a book on detecting?
I was just going to tell the sheriff that our book says the first thing to look for in any crime is the motive.
Right, you are, Si. And what's more, that's a good book.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't actually see the crime committed, and mostly you don't, and if you ain't got a single idea as to who did it, which is the shape you're most likely to be in, then the only thing to look for is who would have a reason for doing it. In other words, the motive.
There you are, Elmer. Didn't I tell you so all the time? That book is right.
Certainly the book's right. Never said it weren't. But knowing the book is right and being able to do what the book says, well, that's a horse from somebody else's barn.
I guess you're right, Elmer.
Yeah, unfortunately, Elmer is right, Si. We all know how to solve the case according to the book. But to make it fit the book is another matter. Now about the motive. Who wants these men out of the way and why?
Don't look at me, Sheriff. I don't know.
No, sweet sorghum, Si. Nobody expected you to know.
Oh, didn't he?
Sheriff wanted us to get to thinking on it. But if he'd known as long as I have, he'd know better than ask you to think.
Well, I don't know who'd want them fellas out of the way.
Well, I'll admit that I don't know either. So let's put it the other way around. Now, if you can't find the one who's got the most to gain by crime, who's got the most to lose?
Them fellas that's gone has lost plenty, I reckon, if they're dead.
Si Perkins, if you can't get sense to come out of it, don't open it, mouth, you was told. Don't open it.
Huh?
Sheriff don't mean them fellas.
Oh.
He means who's going to lose the most by them fellas not being on the job no more.
Well, the railroad is the one that lost them fellas.
That's it, the railroad.
Yeah.
Now, who'd want to take them men away from the railroad, and how would it hurt the road to lose them?
I can't see no how. They could always get more men to work for them.
No, they couldn't, Si. That's the very first thing the Zeke told us at the depot, you remember? That the railroad was getting worried for fear they couldn't get no more men to work on their division if these happenings kept up.
Skitter Bridget, if you ain't right, Elmer.
Yeah, that's a mighty good point, Elmer, too.
Yeah, I thought twice.
Stands to reason that the railroad would have to bond on that branch line if they couldn't get men to work it. Now, there's one half of our motive.
What other end of what?
That's what I got to put up with all the time, Sheriff. That's it. Si asked them childish questions from morning till night.
Well, some of your answers ain't no better.
Why, say, darn your pesky high, Si Perkins, you weren't nothing but a darn old post office whittler when they made a detective out of you.
Yeah? And who had the money for buying the detective book?
Oh, there now, whoa, steady, boys. One thing you never learned out of your book is to pull together or you won't get no place. Now, hush up, both of you, and get down to business. Now, we decided the railroad would lose the most by these here men disappearing.
That's right, Sheriff.
Certainly it's right. Don't need to say it all over again like a darn old parrot.
Elmer Peabody.
Now, you two... Now, wait a minute. You two bulldogs quit growling, will you? Now, who would profit most if that branch line was never built?
I don't know as anybody would.
Say, wait a minute. Hold on tight, boys. I got an idea.
Oh.
Don't you remember all the trouble them two railroads had last winter about who had the right to build a new line there?
Elmer, I'll bet that's the reason all this is happening.
Certainly it's a reason. One railroad to fight another.
There you are, Elmer. I always said you was the smartest.
Well, of course, I'm pretty quick on smart ideas, Si.
You're quickest feller in this town.
Well, of all... Now, wait a minute. Sit tight, you two.
What's the matter?
1 minute, you're ready to pull each other's last 3 hairs out. The next minute, you're kissing each other. Now, keep still while I bust Elmer's good idea for you. The railroad ain't got nothing to do with this.
I ain't so sure of that, Sheriff. You know, the papers is all full of it last year.
Yeah, sure, but if you'd followed the papers past the headlines, you'd have seen where this railroad got the right to build this line. And the other road took a right away up north further.
Right. What's it all mean, Elmer?
You see enough for me? Means the other road built a branch someplace else, and ain't no more fight.
Oh, is that it, Sheriff?
That's it, and we still got no motive. But motive there must be, I'm a-telling you. And I'll bet when we do find it, it'll be so easy we'll all be ashamed of ourselves.
All right, then who else would want to stop the railroad branch line?
Well, don't look so empty at me. I ain't got no ideas at all right now. Sheriff's right about one thing, Si.
What's that?
It'll be somebody who had a mighty good reason for not wanting the railroad to go through.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Elmer. You're right, so darned often. I get kind of tired of it.
Now, wait a minute. I got another idea. It's about that train you all thought you heard.
We didn't just think it. We heard it.
Certainly we heard it. We heard Pat scream, too, when it hit him.
I'll never forget that scream.
Well, I don't doubt your story, boys, but here's the big hole in it.
Hole?
Yeah, that track ain't built but about 100 feet beyond that section car on one side, is it?
No.
So where did your train go? Or if it was coming another way, where did it come from?
Well, say, Elmer, that is something else, ain't it?
Yeah, say it's something else. Sheriff's right, too, Si. Couldn't have been a real train. Couldn't have been, because there weren't no place for it to go to or come from. But me and Si told you already, we figured it weren't no real train.
Yeah, we did tell you that, Sheriff.
I know you did, and the 6 men gone. 6 men, all because they could swear they heard a train coming through that cut. But we know that no train went through. So I gotta find out who or what was making everybody think there was a train.
Maybe we could find some clues out there in the daylight.
Yes, I reckon we could have found some. We looked on top of that other high bank, like the sheriff said.
All right, we can go out there and look right now.
Now, no hurry, boys. You wouldn't see anything there now anyway. I got an idea that when them pictures get here, we'll have a better idea what we're looking for.
Elmer, I plumb forgot all about them pictures.
Well, so did I, Si. And now that we do remember it, say, seems like that aeroplane flying fellow ought to be back here by now, hadn't it?
If he didn't go to the wrong town or something, Elmer. Hey, Sheriff, ain't it about time?
I reckon so. Liable to get here any minute now, boys. You know, I got one of my deputies out there at that flying field, and when he cuts his siren open, you're going to know that airplane's been in.
Yeah.
And it won't take him long to get here with the pictures.
Yeah, but how do we know that the airplane's going to get in? What if something terrible's happened? You know, Elmer, that airplane might have got smashed up or stuck in a cloud or whatever happens to him.
Oh, Si Perkins, if you can't think of the worst things, all your life you sit around and think of things miserable happening to people.
Yeah, they always happen, too.
Yes,
Never
yes.
seen it fail.
Well, you wish it on him, that's what you do.
Can't help it.
Well, quit worrying now about that airship.
Well, a lot of airships has had accidents, ain't they?
Si, will you hush up or shut up or have I got to make you?
Huh?
Now, Sheriff, when them pictures come, you take charge of them. We'll do whatever you say.
Yeah, bet your life we will.
Hold on, Elmer. Hold on. I thought I heard that siren on my car.
The pictures is coming. The pictures is a-coming. Oh, Elmer, I'm a-getting so excited I can't stand it. I'm a-slipping. I'm a-slipping. Oh, Elmer.
Well, sweet salted catnip. If that old fool ain't got all head up over there, siren coming and fainted plumb away. Sheriff, come on, get outdoors so we can grab them pictures quick. Come on, get outdoors.
But wait a minute, Elmer. What about Si? Is he all right there, laying on the floor?
Say, never mind Si, Sheriff. He is resting easy. Let's get out after them pictures. Come on.
The pictures have arrived with a bang, but poor old Si is missing all the fun. Your announcer will tell you when you may hear another episode of Si and Elmer over this station.
This is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
Over valley and mountain, river and plain, through wind and storm, rides Anne of the Airlanes.
Radio Inspector Morrison, co-pilot Peterson, Zeb Abercrombie, and Bobby Baker have just left the Tyler Sanitarium in Springfield, where they have learned the secret of the radio room that is hidden in the hospital. Besides learning that the room is also used for the cutting of rough diamonds, they have heard a radio conversation with the transport plane that is carrying Jack Baker, Ann Burton, and 2 members of the smuggling gang to Cape St. Roque in South America. Secure in the belief that Jack and Ann are quite safe for the time being, our 4 friends make their way to the place where they have left their car. And although the automobile was securely locked, they find a note on the steering wheel. This note, written by Dr. Tyler, owner of the sanitarium, warns them not to make any further investigations of his property. Is this a sinister admission that Tyler is the mysterious doc that is known to head the smuggling ring? If not, why is Tyler so belligerent in his attitude toward Pete and Morrison? Suppose we listen in on the conversation that is going on in Pete's car.
Sleepy, Bobby?
Oh, gee, no, Pete. I feel like I could stay up the rest of the night. I'm going to try to pick up Jack's plane the minute I get home.
What we'd better do is get some sleep, because we got a lot of things to do. 4 o'clock. I'll say we're going to get some sleep. It'll be daylight before you know it.
We'll just tune in for a minute, shall we, Pete? I want to try to get Jack on this frequency Mr. Morrison gave me. You never can tell what might be happening.
Oh, all right, Bobby, but not over 5 minutes. I have to look after you while Jack's away, and that means I see that you get some rest.
Oh, it's sure swell of you to stay at our house, Pete. Gosh, I'd hate to stay there by myself.
You'd never go to bed if you did. Well, here we are.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to put your car in the garage, Pete. Somebody might come along and...
And steal it? No, Bobby. When the jalopy gets this old, you either have to walk off and leave him or you trade him in. Nobody ever steals him. But I still don't see how Tyler got inside this boat to put that note on the wheel.
Well, I thought maybe it wasn't Dr. Tyler at all that put it there until we showed the note to Kate. But she says it's Doc's handwriting all right.
Yeah. Got your key, Bobby?
Yeah. The light switch is over there, Pete. That's it.
Well, at least you haven't had anybody around sticking notes under your door.
I sure wish Mr. Morrison had let us keep that note. I could have gone over it for fingerprints with my outfit. Well, you can't tell what we'd have found.
That's just why Art kept it. To send it in and let Washington have a try at seeing how many prints they'd find on it. It'd be funny if Tyler turned out to have a record of some kind. And a guy that can open a car without breaking the lock isn't exactly on the square.
Well, it might have been the same fellow that figured out the way to switch those 2 rooms in the hospital basement, Pete. You know, getting into a car would be easy for a man like that.
And that checks it all back to Doc Tyler, which is just what I've been thinking all along. Well, let's have a listen to the radio for a few minutes, Bobby, and then we'll hit the hay.
All right. We'll have to wait a minute or so until the set warms up, then we'll try calling. Yeah, but suppose Jack doesn't have the headphones on, or maybe... Oh, gee, I never thought of that. Suppose Vic or Joe is handling the radio on the transport.
Yeah, that's a thought, all right. Well, we have to figure out something to say so that it won't give the whole thing away in case one of those fellas are listening. Now, let's see. Oh, I'll tell you. We might use the initials they use at the hospital station. T.S. That won't be against any rules, will it?
No, not as long as I give my call letters first. Those fellows are the ones that are violating the law by just giving initials. I guess I'll try that. There, that's it. Now I'll try it. T.S. calling VM. T.S. calling VM.
And there's the hospital station. They're on the government frequency. Wonder if they could have managed to...
I got him, Pete.
I heard him. The other fellas must be asleep. This is your chance, Bobby. Go ahead.
Jack, this is Bobby. It's not T.S. Are you all right, Jack?
All okay, Bobby. You gave me quite a start. Coming in on this frequency. Everybody okay back in Springfield?
Yeah, we're all right, Jack. Where are you?
We're skirting the South American coast right now. It's Bobby, and he's picked us up. Are you by yourself, Bobby?
No, Pete's here with me. He's going to stay with me, I guess, until he leaves. Where are those 2 gangsters, Vic and Joe?
Sound asleep in the cabin. How did you get this frequency?
Mr. Morrison gave it to me. Maybe I better not say any more, Jack. One of those fellas might wake up.
That's right, Bobby. I can't take any chances. Tell Aunt Hattie that Ann is okay. We'll try to drop a telegram the first chance we get.
We heard about Ann when Vic talked to their station. We found it again, Jack. Gee, I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Afraid you'll have to, Bobby. I can't talk anymore. Vic or Joe might wake up. Keep a stiff upper lip. And keep tuned to this frequency. I'll try to send you word every chance I get. So long.
Well, Ann, it looks like we're in communication with Springfield, all right. Makes me feel just a little better to know that Bobby's okay. Never know what those fellows might try there.
I thought for a minute that some of the gang had stumbled on a government wavelength, and that would have left us without any way to send word.
Yes, and it would have been curtains as far as I'm concerned. Because the first time headquarters sent instructions and they were intercepted, well, they would know that Jack Baker isn't the smuggler these boys think he is. And then, ouch.
Well, anyway, we don't have to worry about it now. Oh, look, Jack, isn't that coastline down there gorgeous in the morning sunlight?
Yeah, I'll say it is.
Well, that just reminds me. Wonder what Bobby and Pete were doing up so early in the morning.
Early? You've probably forgotten, Jack, that it's only about 4 o'clock back in Springfield. They probably haven't gone to bed yet.
Say, that is right. I've forgotten about the difference in time. Here it is 7 o'clock already and only 4 back home.
Seems to be terribly hot for so early, doesn't it, Jack?
Well, no wonder it's getting warm. We're nearly to the...
Hey, what's all the conversation up here? Sounds like a sewing circle.
What time is it?
Must be nearly noon the way the sun is beating in.
It's 5 hours until noon, Morgan. It's only 7 now.
7? It's hot enough to fry an eggs on those wings right now. Where are we, anyhow?
As I just started to tell Ann, we're almost to the equator, which accounts for the heat this early in the morning.
Just how long does that mean we'll be in the air?
Oh, I'd say we'll be making St. Roque in around 3 hours.
Boy, oh boy, did I sleep. And did I have a funny dream. I thought that I was stuck in that pitch lake back there in Trinidad, and that Jack was trying to pull me out with this plane.
That reminds me, Baker. Did you pull in that landing gear yet?
I retracted that hours ago. Had to. It was holding us back. Too much wind resistance.
Do you suppose the pitch came off the wheels, Jack?
All we can do is hope so, Ann. Say, Joe, how about bringing out some of those sandwiches? One of those coffee bottles. Breakfast might be in order.
Okay, Jack. I'll see what we got.
We just got the 1 bottle of coffee left, so go easy on it.
Lucky we've got plenty of water, especially in this heat.
Yeah, the tanks are full, and it's a good thing, too, because there's no water except the ocean within 10 miles of our landing field at St. Roque.
Which means that it's pretty precious liquid. Oh, that's fine, Joe. Thanks.
Here's yours, Vic.
I suppose I should be serving the breakfast. That'll be part of my job when I get to be an air hostess.
You'll have a long time to practice serving lunches on that tramp steamer on your way home, gorgeous. They don't have the same steward service on the luxury liners.
Oh, I don't think I'll mind it much at all, Morgan, except that I would like to notify Aunt Hattie where I am.
We'll see that Aunt Hattie gets word. But you sure won't get any chance to send word to anyone else. And what Hattie finds out won't do the law no good. Say, what is that down there, Baker? An island?
Well, it looks like it. I hadn't noticed it before. But we're out of sight of the coast. Yeah, it's just one of those little islands along the coast. Too small to be inhabited.
Well, that one is. Anyhow, somebody has got an awful fire on it.
There is a lot of smoke coming up from there. You don't suppose that a boat could be on fire, do you, Jack?
Well, it might be. We could drop down and have a look.
No, you don't, Baker. We just keep right on going.
Not so you could notice it, Morgan. It's one of the rules of the sea that you investigate anything like this, and that's what we do. May not be a thing, just a fisherman or something, but we'll go down a bit and see.
Couldn't be no trees burning, because there don't seem to be anything there but just a sandbar. And that smoke is coming from the middle of it.
Jack, I can see someone there now. See?
We can drop a note to somebody on the coast. We don't have to land. We're behind our schedule now. The dock is getting plenty sore.
The dock can get sore if he wants to, Morgan. That fellow down there is waving a signal of some sort, and that's a distress sign in any language.
But you won't have room to land, will you, Jack?
Oh, plenty. That island is a good mile long, and looks plenty level. We're going to have a try at it.
I think we should, too, Vic. We can't tell when we may be waving our shirt, hoping that somebody will come along and pick us up.
You can see him plainly now. Just one lone man.
I'll come in low to show him that we've seen him. Then we'll swing over and come in from the other end. That'll give us a longer run.
Gosh, he saw us all right, but he just keeled over.
Maybe he fainted.
Okay, but if somebody else has got to do the explaining to the dock. What are we going to do with that guy when we get down there?
Pick him up and take him to the nearest habitation, I guess.
And take a chance of having the ship spotted? Nothing doing. You got another thinker coming, Baker.
All right. Then we'll take him to St. Roque. But we'll worry about that when we find out what's the matter with him.
He must have been marooned there. No wonder he fainted, what with his heat and no shelter of any kind.
We'll soon know. Get that gear out, will you, Joe?
Okay, Jack. Have it in just a second.
Have to watch out to miss that fire he's built there. Too much gas to take a chance on that.
Jack, hold it. Don't land.
What's the matter?
The landing gear. It won't get down.
Give him a hand, Fix. Get that gear down.
All right, but if it don't work...
It'll have to work. There's a life at stake. Is it giving any?
Not a bit, Jack. Do you suppose...
That's it. That asphalt. It's got that gear stuck. We've got to jar it loose.
But how can you, Jack? It seems to be stuck fast.
I've got to climb and then dive. When I pull out of the dive, you fellows jam down. Then the gravity will help throw it out.
Listen, Baker, we got to keep going. Let that guy stay there.
We're going down. Hang on, Ann. Now, jam that gear.
It won't give, Jack. The pitch is holding it like glue. It just won't get down.
Look down there, Jack. That fire. That man has fallen across some of the wood or whatever it is, and the fire is eating its way to him.
That means we get down there if we have to crank up doing it. How close is that fire to him?
It's not so awful close. It's getting closer, Jack, and he ain't getting up.
Oh, I see him now. I think we've got time to do this. Strap yourself in, you two. Tighten your strap, Ann. We're going to get that gear loose. Now watch out.
immutable law of the sea that no risk is too great to take when a life is at stake. But how will Jack break the landing gear loose from the tenacious clutches of the asphalt on the wheels? Can he be planning to land in the ocean and take a chance on beaching the plane on the sandy shore? Or does he intend to try landing on the fuselage and court almost certain catastrophe due to the hundreds of gallons of gasoline that remain in the huge tanks? Or is there yet another solution to this life-or-death problem that confronts him? The answer remains sealed in the next thrilling episode of Anne of the Airlanes.
This is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
Hello there. This is the family doctor. Just you keep away from hornets after this.
Don't you worry none about that, Doc. I sure will.
Yep. Just make sure they're honeybees instead of hornets.
Thank you, Doc. This here mud you slapped on my face and hands sure seems to help a heap.
You drop round tomorrow afternoon about 4:30, Hank, and we'll have another look at you.
Well, so long, Doc. How much obliged? Oh, hello there, Mattie.
Good morning, Mr. Hazen. Good morning, Dr. Adams.
Morning, Mattie. You next, are you?
Well, I think I am. I should be. I've been waiting long enough.
Well, come on in. Sit down in that big chair. Hank Hazen's had a little trouble with his bees. He don't see as good as he used to.
Appears to me as how he'd see better if he weren't so vain. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity. Sila, that's what the good book says.
It does, eh? Doesn't say nothing about the women, eh?
Not in that passage, it don't.
Vain, eh? How do you figure out that Hank's vain, Mattie?
Well, he won't wear them spectacles, the gold-rimmed ones that you sent away for him for. Says folks will think he's getting decrepit. Why, it's getting so he can't even read the court records he read.
You and Hank had another falling out?
Well, what did we have? That's our business, ain't it? And nobody else's.
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely correct. Well, Matty, what's the trouble this time?
Oh, Dr. Adams, that misery's come back in my neck and shoulder again.
It has, eh? What you been eating?
Just what you told me. Half a lemon and hot water in the morning, an apple and some celery at noon, and meat and potatoes just once a day. That's all, and nothing more.
Nothing more?
Well, I did go to the sociable last Wednesday.
What'd you eat there?
Well, of course, I had to enter into the festivities, like.
Oh, yes,
and,
of course.
Well, they had some of Mrs. Phillips's lamb and curry.
Uh-huh.
And some of Mrs. Rankin's splendid watermelon pickle.
Uh-huh.
And some of Mrs. Mason's fresh homemade strawberry ice cream. And, of course, I took one of my angel food cakes with the boiled ice, and you know, Dr. Adams, the kind you like so well.
Yeah, I know. But you see, Matty, I don't have any misery in my neck and shoulder.
No,
Matty Clark, that's the trouble with you and people like you. You get something the matter with you, then you expect the doctor to fix you up all by himself. Gosh, Jeff Friday. He can't do it, Matty. Why, the human system just like that automobile of mine sitting out there in Maple Street. I've been driving that automobile for 6 years, and it's as good today as it was the day I bought it. Why? Because I don't go out and put a lot of coal oil and ether in the gas tank. Just 'cause I think it'll be entering into the festivities like.
No,
Doctor. Sorry, Bob. And you can't do it with the human system, neither.
Oh.
Well, I'll give you some of these pellets, and then you stop into the drugstore on your way home and get Pete May to give you some more of that same liniment. And then, Matty Clark, you see that you stay with that diet list I gave you.
Well, all right, Dr. Adams, but Oh, look.
What's the matter?
There she comes.
Who?
Judge Sam Windsor's girl, Faith.
Well, what's so startling about that?
Dr. Adams, ain't you heard?
No, can't say that I have.
Why, it's all over town. It swept Cedarton just like the gales of Galilee.
Matty Clark, what are you talking about?
Well, you know Faith Windsor's the treasurer of a Sunday school class, the daughters of Naomi?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, they were all getting ready for the class picnic next Saturday up to Miller's Lake, and what do you think?
I can't.
The money's disappeared.
What?
Yes. All the class funds has just been swept off the face of the earth, so to speak. And I ain't one to carry tales.
Oh, of course not.
But just at the same time, Faith Windsor came out with a brand new pink organdy. She wore it to the sociable last Wednesday.
Well, hasn't Sam Windsor enough money to buy his daughter a new dress if he wants to?
No, of course, if he wants to.
Stuff Friday, Matty Clark. What are you trying to say?
Well, I ain't one.
Are you trying to say that little Faith Windsor stole that money?
Of course, I don't know that she did, but it looks a mighty suspicious to me. She had the money to her house, didn't she? The money disappeared from the face of the earth, didn't it? And then she comes out with a new organdy.
It isn't true. You're lying, Miss Clark, and you know it.
Now, Faith.
Well, it's you that started all this terrible talk about me, and not one bit of it's true. Do you hear? Not one bit of it. You know I didn't steal that money, but you've got everybody in Cedarton thinking I did, and someday I'm going to prove I didn't do it. And then you'll see what I did.
Well, I never. What's this younger generation coming to, talking to the elders like we was dumb animals? Well, I think I'd better be getting down to the drugstore. I don't want to delay putting on that liniment.
Here's your pellets, Matty.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Dr. Adams. I most forgot them. Well, good day, Dr. Adams.
Good day, Matty. I hope your misery's better. The one in your neck and shoulders, I mean.
Thank you kindly. Good day.
Not one to carry tales. Gosh, to Friday.
Hello, Doc.
Oh, hello, Judge Windsor.
Going into the drugstore?
Yep, I have to give Pete May some instructions about a prescription.
Well, come in with me. I'll buy you root beer.
Oh, all right. Don't mind if I do. 'Tis might hot.
Go ahead. I'm right with you.
Hi, Doc. Morning, Judge
Windsor. Hello, Pete.
Well, what'll it be, gents?
Well, I've decided to go hog wild and spend a nickel on Doc Adams. 2 root beers, Pete.
2 root beers, right.
You haven't seen your daughter lately in the last hour or so, have you, Sam?
Faith? No. Why?
Well, she was coming over for pennyroyal, I think. She and the daughters of Naomi was to have a picnic next Saturday, I understand, and said something about the mosquitoes being pretty bad right now at Miller's Lake.
Oh? Well, no, I haven't seen her.
There you are, gents. Ice cold and a nickel a glass.
Thanks, Pete. Well, Doc, here's how.
Huh? Oh, yeah, thanks.
You want anything else, Judge? My telephone's ringing.
No, that's all for now, Pete. Here's your dime.
Thanks.
The girls ought to have a fine time on their shindig. Beautiful place, Miller's Lake. Beautiful. Yeah. Been thinking about buying some property up there. Think it'll double in value in the next 5 years.
Oh, Judge, it's for you, Mrs. Windsor.
Oh, thanks, Pete. Be right back, Doc. It's my wife. Probably forgot to tell me to bring home a watermelon.
You've been busy lately, Doc?
Hello?
Oh, no. What? People in Cedarton are all pretty healthy.
Too healthy for you and me, eh, Doc? Oh, of course, I didn't mean that.
I'll bring him right with me. Hey, Doc. Yeah? Doc, you've got to come up to the house with me right away.
Oh, well, what's the matter?
Faith, she's very sick all of a sudden. Come on, Doc. We'll go in my car. It's right around the corner.
Oh, good morning, Judge Windsor.
Morning. Come on, Doc. Please, hurry.
Morning, Pete. What's the trouble up the Windsors?
Well, now, that's too bad.
What is it, Pete? What is it?
Yeah? Oh, why, Mrs. Windsor just phoned the judge and told him Faith's awful sick. Got sick all of a sudden, she said.
Faith's sick? Oh, well, all of a sudden? Well, I wonder what could be the trouble.
There. Now, that mustard and water and that white of egg did the trick. Now, you'll be all right, Faith.
Faith, honey. Your mother found it.
What?
Your mother found the money.
She did? Oh, I'm glad.
There now, Faith. Now, you're going to be all right.
Sure she is. As right as right. And she's going to have the best time on that picnic that any girl's ever had anywhere.
You don't mind telling where Mrs. Windsor found the money, do you, Sam?
No, I don't mind. Young Sam Jr. took it.
Sammy? Why?
He was just playing a prank on you, Faith. Just like a younger brother, he and some of the other boys decided it would be fun to hide those funds. So Faith and the girls couldn't go to their picnic.
Oh, I see.
And then, when they found out what people around town were saying about Faith, they were scared to give it back. But just as soon as I can get around to it, I've got a prank I'm going to play on him with a hairbrush. Yes, sir.
Well, Faith, I'll drop around again this evening just to see how you're getting along. To fix you up so as you can eat anything you want to on that picnic Saturday.
Thank you, Dr.
Adams. Do you find your way out by yourself, Doc?
Oh, yes. After 18 years of coming around here, I should. Well, goodbye
right,
now. See you in the evening.
Oh, well, we meet again, Dr. Adams.
Oh, yes, Maddie. We meet again. Small world.
Dr. Adams, I heard that Faith was ailing.
Yeah, she was. She'll be all right now.
Anything serious?
Well, might have been. She ate some rat poison.
Rat poison?
Yep. She felt so bad about the gossip that was going on around town. You know, about the money.
Oh, yes, the money.
They found it, though.
They did? Where was it?
Young Sammy had it hid just as a joke.
Oh, well, I'm so glad they found it. I'm glad, too, that Faith's feeling better.
Yeah. If you don't mind my saying so, Mattie, I think you should be glad.
Well, after all, Dr. Adams, I was just trying to do my duty as I saw it.
Duty?
After all, the scripture says, thou shalt not steal.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's the 8th commandment, if I remember rightly.
Yes, the 8th commandment.
Let me see. Do you recollect the 9th commandment, Mattie? I just don't seem to recall it for the minute.
The 9th? What? Oh, yes, I remember it. It says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Oh, yes, that's right. False witness.
Oh, Dr. Adams, I'm so sorry.
Are you, Mattie? That's good.
Doctor, I ain't never going to talk about anybody in Cedarton again. Never.
I'm pretty sure you won't, Mattie. And say, you'd best get on home now. Put some of that liniment on your misery.
Yes, Doctor.
The one in your neck and shoulder, I mean. I guess the other one will disappear of its own accord. This is the family doctor. I'll be in to see you again right soon. Goodbye.
And this is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
Crystal ball, Frank Chandler and the Regent family see a scene in Egypt and hear a horrible-looking man pronounce the name of Robert Regent, whom they have believed dead for 13 years. Thrilled by the thought that her husband may yet live, Dorothy decides to go in search of him. The present act reveals the Regent and Chandler in a native street in the city of Alexandria. Chandu the Magician.
Mother, I must have that cute pair of red Arabian slippers. Aren't they darling?
Which ones, Betty? Every one of these little shops seems to have them by the thousands. Look, Bobby, how the merchants sit cross-legged on the doorstep. Not much like our shops, are they?
Gee, I should say not. Imagine some of our big stores with all the clerks sitting on the floor while the customers argue about the price of the goods.
None of the shops have any fronts, do they, Uncle Frank? Look, that must be a cafe.
Yes, men sit there on the floor in the smoke from that charcoal stove from morning till night, drinking their thick coffee and playing chess. You're a long way from California, Betty.
I know. And I can't see how we got here so quick. It seems like yesterday we were sitting in the living room at home talking about seeing the Egyptian princess in the gazing bowl and that horrible man she called Roxy. And he said something about father.
Yes, and then somebody threw a knife through the window at Uncle Frank, and it just missed him.
Oh, don't speak of it, Bobby. Can't bear to think of it.
Well, I can't figure out why we didn't find him or the police didn't or something. Uncle Frank, how did we get here so soon?
Why worry about that, Bob? Who knows what yesterday means? Here we are. And here's a little shop where they serve coffee when you finish buying things. Shall we go in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's do. There's a lovely brass bowl I'd like. I want to speak to you alone, Frank. I'll get rid of the children for a minute. Bobby, you go over to that shop with Betty while she buys a pair of slippers. We'll wait here for you.
All right.
They're gone. What is it, Doc?
I want to tell you there's a man been following us ever since we turned into this narrow street.
Don't look around then, or he'll suspect you've told me. Where is he now?
Leaning against the doorway of that stall where they're selling cakes. He's dressed in a long white robe and turban.
Are you sure he's been following us, Dorothy?
Oh, yes, I am. And it frightens me coming right on top of all those mysterious happenings at home. He's not the man the Egyptian princess called Rockstar, anyway. I'd know him. I saw his horrible face.
Well, as soon as we get back to the hotel, I'll try to locate the princess. Is that man still there?
Yes, he is.
Let's sit down here and order some coffee. And before the children come back, I want to tell you what I plan to do.
Oh, yes, do tell me. I have such a helpless feeling away over here, and then those robberies had frightened me so I was a little hysterical, I guess.
You know, I blame myself for not coming home from India sooner. We might have found the secret room in the house and prevented the theft of Robert's papers.
Don't blame yourself, Frank. Remember, if you hadn't spent so many years studying in India, you never would have known that danger threatened us.
And not only you, but...
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I mean, well, someday I'll tell you. But now for my plan. If we can find Princess Naji, and I'm sure we can, I'll tell her what we saw in the crystal gazing ball, and see if she will tell me who he meant by Robert Regent, and who this Rockstar is.
Oh, that repulsive-looking man. Look, here's the shopkeeper.
Coffee for 4, Benally. Why, you're not Benally.
Oh, no, Effendi. Benally have gone to make his pilgrimage to Mecca. He left me to watch his shop. The Effendi wishes coffee?
Just a minute. Benally left no message for me?
No, Effendi.
That's strange.
Perhaps he thought you'd come later when he is here.
Well, perhaps. Anyway, this is my sister, Mrs. Regent, and those 2 young people coming across the street are her son and daughter. You will protect them as Benally would.
Regent? Regent?
Yes. Why should that startle you?
Oh, Effendi, I am not what you call startled. It is strange name in Egypt. I go get you some little sweetmeats?
Yes, go and get them. And later I want to talk to you.
As you will, Effendi.
I got the slippers, Mother. And you know what? When the man told me the price, I took out my purse to pay him. And all of a sudden, another man that was standing there said something to the shopman, and...
I'll say he said something to him. Sounded like he was swearing in Egyptian or whatever language they speak here. And the shopkeeper said he'd made a mistake in the price, and the slippers were only 25 piastres.
So I gave the man $1.25.
Feeling very smart to think she knew how much 25 piastres was.
Never mind that. I turned around to thank the man, and he was gone.
Yes, sir. Vanished. Just like that.
Look around, Dorothy. Is the man you saw following us still over there?
No. Do you think it was he who spoke to the shopkeeper?
Yes. And if he was, he may be someone I should see. Would you be afraid to wait here for a few moments?
Of course not, Uncle Frank. You go on, and I'll look after Mother and Betty.
Yes, go if you think you should, Frank. I'll buy a few things in the shop while we wait.
Oh, I'm thrilled to death. Alexandria. You know what it looks like, Mother?
What?
Like a movie set. I saw one just like it the day I went through the Lasky studio. The same narrow streets, little open shops, and men in turbans walking around selling bread that looks like pancakes.
Don't call them turbans, Betty. They're tarbushes. They're just like Uncle Frank's magic hat.
Well, all right, Smarty. But it is thrilling, isn't it, Mother?
Yes, I think so, too. Look how the windows in the second stories overhang the street.
And maybe behind those lattice windows, a beautiful princess is held captive by a big, fat man with a curved sword.
Oh, Betty. If you must think up fairy tales, for heaven's sake, make them more cheerful.
Why, Mother, you're not really nervous, are you, darling?
No, of course not, dear. Well, drink your coffee, and then we'll do a little shopping.
When's Uncle Frank going to look for the Princess Naji, Mother?
Hush, Bobby. I don't think we should speak her name so loudly. Someone might hear us. Uncle Frank's going to find out where she is today if he can. We're going back to the hotel in a few minutes.
And wait there while he sees the princess? Oh, don't you hope he finds her right away? I'd love to see a princess. Maybe Uncle Frank would take me to see her.
I can hardly wait until he finds her. Just think. She may have news of your father.
I guess you think we don't seem much interested in finding Father, but of course we are. Only I can't remember much about him. And you can hardly remember him at all, can you, Betty?
No.
Well, I can remember him telling me an exciting story, all about a boy that did a lot of things. When I asked him the name of the boy, he always said his name, son, was Robert Regent.
Oh, good heavens! What was that?
Oh, so sorry, American lady. I am clumsy. I'm not poor from chef. So sorry to frighten you.
Oh, it's all right.
Come on, Mother. Let's buy what we want and go back to the hotel. You wanted to see that brass bowl, didn't you?
Yes. It will be lovely for those pale yellow tulips at home, won't it?
Oh, yes. And let's look at those lovely opals in the little glass case.
Yes, you really need an opal. What would you do with it if you had it?
Oh, I don't know exactly. But there's something kind of shivery about opals.
Let's not get anything shivery today, Betty.
Why, Mother.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Get whatever you like, of course. I must overcome this feeling of menace that seems to hang over us.
Oh, here's something I want. Look, Mother, a double-edged knife in a red leather case. See how sharp it is.
Ooh, and look at the carving or whatever you call it on the handle. And the case is embroidered in gold thread. Well, I must say, Bob, you don't want much.
Oh, may I have it, Mother? I won't ask you for another thing all the time we're over here.
Well, I suppose you may. Men never seem happy unless they have guns or knives or something destructive.
Now, Mother, you know I won't do any damage with it. Isn't it a beauty? Shall I ask how much it is?
Yes, if you like.
Oh, young Effendi have just finest knife in store. Finally got from young Bedouin, who sell it for love of girl.
Oh, how thrilling. Tell us about it.
Oh, young Bedouin love poor young girl. He rich young man, but father not know he love poor girl. Father not send him money to stay in Alexandria, see girl. So he sell his saddle, his hunting belt, everything.
The poor fish.
At last he have only his knife. Finally buy it from him. Maybe he have killed many men, eh? Who knows? Oh. Finally keeps such very beautiful rug upstairs in upper room. You like to come up?
Oh, I see. I suppose these rugs are very valuable. Cost much money?
Oh, yes, American lady. Take many, many years to make. Some are old. 400, 500. Many years. Finally not keep them down here.
Let's go up and see them at least, Mother. Isn't it fun? Like a story.
You aren't really afraid, are you, Mother? Well, we're right here on the street.
No, of course not. Which way do we go?
Through this curtain. Walk upstairs, please. I come up after you.
Come on, Mother.
Goodness, it seems dark up here. After the bright light in the street.
Where are Mrs. Regent and the children?
They have gone upstairs to see beautiful work. They say you come too.
Oh, very well. Up this way?
Regents. And with them, Chandu the Magician, locked in up there. By the sacred mule of the prophet, Roxor will reward me well.
That's Chandu the Magician, from March 17, 1932. Next week, I'll have much more information for you about Chandu the Magician, as well as Family Doctor. We'll also take a look at the newspapers from that week in 1932 to see what else was on the air. So I'll see you then. Until next week, this is John Grimmett saying have a very good week, everybody.